Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
Lakers are enjoying this break from the road. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
And when I look at the Lakers, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I'm not sure how long they'll be able to stick around up there, but so far it's been a lot of fun to see how much progress they're making.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. On the wings, Abrines and George. And it's Westbrook in at the guard position. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting two.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And, you know, you look at Brandon Ingram, and he made some big steps last year in his development. And it takes time. You've got to give young guys, I think, 4 to 6 years before you know how good they can be and who they're going to be. He took on more of the offensive load for the team and had some big-time games. I think he's learning to be the scorer that the team hoped he would be when they took him second overall.
And he makes both free throws. And with Ingram, it hasn't all been smooth sailing as he becomes the scorer the team wants him to be.
But I think the potential is there, Kevin. He's shown you flashes now. The key is, can he improve his efficiency? And that just comes with shot selection, understanding where and how to get your best shot. You know, defenses are starting to make him a bullet point in the scouting report. Still, if you're a fan of his, I think you've got to love his potential, and I am a fan of his. I think this guy can be a lethal scorer.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And George kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Abrines. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 16, and it's Westbrook missing. To the middle, here's Kuzma. The rebound by Grant.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Atlanta. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Ingram wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit, and their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. We'll see if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Back to James. Shoots. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too. That sends JaVale McGee to the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well-rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
Here's Abrines. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Outside Westbrook. Abrines kicks to Grant. Adams outside. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Adams, who's back up. Rebounded by McGee.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
LeBron against George. And James throws it down.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Now here's Westbrook. A 23-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
No good from Grant.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Abrines, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Abrines has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Westbrook against Ball. Ingram left side. McGee in the corner. Passes it to LeBron. 6 to shoot. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Evan, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
Abrines the pass to Westbrook. With some arc, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season, Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Abrines. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays as this is a team that is looking to win now.
And that one falls for Westbrook. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Good on both. Ball with it. He had 10 points in the win against Dallas.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let up in him all night.
Here's Ingram. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, his size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. The defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
Here's Abrines. Back to George. And Westbrook, here we go. Just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Kuzma. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Thunder trailing by 8. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Yeah, you know, they split the season series, Greg, and you look at it, was it matchups? Perhaps good fortune or luck? Tonight we'll increase the sample size by 1 game and see who comes out on top.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Abrines.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Lakers leading by 7. Ball with it now, guarded by Schroeder. Ball against Schroeder. Ball, the pass to Chandler. Adams, some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
To the middle. And Adams with the slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers. And, Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
Makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Took him no time at all on that one. LeBron's got 19 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And Luau Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hart. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Floor spacing is such an important element of the game now, Clark, and I know you have a list of guys who you think can stretch it the most in the game now.
Yeah, you start with Steph Curry. I mean, clearly, his shot-making ability from anywhere in the building is unlike most any other in the league. Damian Lillard has similar type range. Jamal Crawford would come to mind, but Steph Curry's at the head of that list for me.
Now, here's George. A 20-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Here's Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Paul George with the steal. Pass to Patterson. Inside. That one goes. Count it.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to James. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Schroeder. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Luwawu. Schroeder, right side, over ball. And it's Schroeder missing.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Shoots over Patterson. LeBron shot is off.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Fires from deep. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Down low, George. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. George has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Trying to get back on track. Sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Belton inside the three-point line. A rebound by the Lakers.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
To the inside, and stolen by LeBron. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The rebound by Patterson.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Schroeder up top over Caldwell Pope. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
And guys, it's going to take something very good from the D to stop him from that range. And that was not going to get it done.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Patrick Patterson is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Felton. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 slot. JaVale McGee's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Oklahoma City's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And there's Felton. That's good on the assist by Schroeder. Felton has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Thunder. Stevenson against Patterson. The feed now to James. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots off the step back. The shot comes out, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. Down low. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Hart. Los Angeles with another miss. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Luwawu gets it to go. Now Stevenson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
The Thunder leading by 5. And there's the pass to Luwawu. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
The first one falls. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram comes in for Lance Stevenson. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And so he makes both from the line. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. They get it again.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Passes to McGee. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Arenas is checked in for the Thunder. Ingram outside. Caldwell Pope passes to Hart. It's tipped. Clock at 6. Caldwell Pope right side. Here's McGee, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McGee's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Grant surveying the D. Abrines kicks to Felton. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Hart. Lakers trail by 3. Caldwell Pope right side. Count it. Good. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, cashing in close. Caldwell Pope showing you there. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Abrines. Pass to Grant. It's good from the top of the key. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Man, it's nice to see Grant work his jump shot. I mean, if the defense is going to give it to him, he doesn't have any issue taking it, and he should because he's a reliable shooter.
Here's Hart. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Now, here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Kuzma kicks to Hart. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Ball's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. George is checked in for Oklahoma City.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Kicks it to Adams. Grant outside. Shoots over Kuzma. No good from Grant. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
Ball kicks to Hart. Pass to Kuzma. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Got that one up quick. 13 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Ingram outside. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. George finds Westbrook. And the shot goes in.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for the Lakers. A free throw off from Westbrook. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
To the paint, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And the Lakers call time here.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The Thunder in fourth.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Here's Hart, defended by George. And the pass to Ingram from past the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 16, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
A nice shot by George.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Hart. He's got 5. Passes it to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Here's Hart following the score by Oklahoma City. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Now here is George. Not a lot of room, and the shot goes in. George has got 13.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Kuzma. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And George kicks to Grant. Pass to Adams. Dishes to George. Grant against Kuzma. Outside for George. From outside, off the mark. Hart the pass to Chandler. Lakers working the ball around now. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. 1:19 left to play in the first half. Grant up top. Shot clock at 6. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. The Lakers trail. And here's Kuzma. He's got 7. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. George finds Westbrook. Grant with the ball. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Here's Abrines. Pass to Westbrook. Over ball. And that one goes long. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ingram is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Westbrook against Ball. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Thunder. It's a one-point game. And yes, it's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
Now, here's ball, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for McGee. He's putting up about 12 points a game, almost 3 blocks and 6 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 22. Double team on Westbrook. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
LeBron's shot is good.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
Now here's Westbrook. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. It's deflected, and that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Now here's James. He's got 21. Good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Adams against McGee. Stolen by McGee. Feeds the ball. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
On defense, Oklahoma City. And Grant sends it back.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Clock at 4. Tries again.
Well, that long reach of Paul George's really bothers shooters. He is one of the best two-way players we have in the association.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Westbrook. LA has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Now the pass to McGee. Back to ball. He kicks to Ingram. Pulls up on the elbow. Again, the Lakers.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers, guys, in his sleep. I mean, the defenses can't allow him to get going from there. That's his sweet spot.
Grant outside. Pass to George. Over LeBron. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul. And Greg, Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts and Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. A high-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Ingram. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Alex Abrinas. And both free throws good for Paul George. Lakers leading by 4. Ball with it. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
And Ball knows how to distribute the ball, pun intended for sure. An impressive point guard who continues to improve and impress as a passer.
Now here's Felton. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson, and Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here now the Thunder. They trail by 6.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The dish to McGee. Now here's Ball. 5 on the clock. Over Felton. Ball no good. Thunder trailing by 6. And George, here we go. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
Boy, George so long in all limbs, arms and legs, and he covers a lot of space in short bursts of time because of it.
Now here's Ball. He dishes it to LeBron, and James throws it down.
When you've got the slick passing skills that Ball has, you love exploiting the defense in the pick and roll.
Felton kicks to Grant. Right wing. George looking over the floor. Back to Grant. Tries a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Grant's got 5 now.
Well, one of the things about Grant is he shows great poise. I mean, major props for keeping his cool and knocking down that shot under pressure.
Now here's Stevenson. Now Ball. Back to Stevenson. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's Felton. Grant outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. George against Stevenson. George, no good.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
LeBron, no luck.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. To the inside. And the dunk by James.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Raymond Felton. Tipped away. Stolen by Stevenson. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Noel. Schroeder against Ball. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Schroeder.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Ball. No good that time, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. In the corner, George with it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the 3rd. Some pretty nice work. James, the pass to Ball. And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when a shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denials.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Oklahoma City has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stevenson finds James. And they double up James. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Oklahoma City. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. Right side, George, stolen by Stevenson. Schroeder against Ball. On the wing, James. Stevenson dishes the ball. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Schroeder. Ball, no good. The Thunder shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
Here's Ball.
Timeout.
Following the score by Oklahoma City. Timeout called the Lakers. And Los Angeles with some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Hart subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Here's Luwawu. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in. Luwawu's got 10. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Schroeder, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Right block shot, in deep. George drops it in. George has got 11 points here in just the second half. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, Oklahoma City.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And he comes up with the deuce.
Extremely accurate from the mid-range. Caldwell Pope knows he has the touch to score from there.
Pass to Patterson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Patterson's got his 2nd basket. Los Angeles has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Caldwell Pope right side. Back to Ball. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
And Ball has so much confidence on this floater in addition to a nice touch with it, so that makes it really hard to deal with.
To the left wing, here's Patterson. A three-pointer, no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Oklahoma City. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more NBA. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Lakers trail. So for Oklahoma City right now, at small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Then it's Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Abrines in at the 2 guard. Here's Hart. Over Patterson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Oklahoma City shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to George. Back to Schroeder. Over Hart. Here's Noel. LeBron with the block. And Chandler throws it down.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
George passes to Abrines. To the left side wing. Here's Patterson. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Chandler with the steal. Ingram against George. And it's Ingram missing.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Schroeder outside. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Patrick Patterson. Ingram outside. Right at the free throw line. Nice jump shot. Good. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
The pass to Grant. In the corner, George with it. Takes a 3. Up again. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He feeds it to Ingram. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy, and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And that one misses.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Here's Hart to the paint, deflects the pass. Here's LeBron, uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 12 points in just the second half.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. Many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of his game. This guy is all-star caliber in time.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin.
That one is no good.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Kicks it to LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for the Thunder. The first free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Chandler. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Hart. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Good on the three-point shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Adams against Ingram. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, It'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Grant. They get a hand on it. And George kicks to Abrines. From deep three-point range, Ball with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
George finds Grant. Here's Abrines. Trains the three-pointer. Abrines has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Down low, and the slam dunk by McGee. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
George against LeBron, and George gets it to go. George has got 15 points in just the second half. Ball kicks to LeBron. Over George. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebound the Lakers. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to James. Back to Ball. From down in the low post, it goes. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, skilled at getting shots up and over the defense in the paint. Lonzo Ball doing a nice job with that.
Outside, George to the wing on the left. Grant kicks to Felton. And here is Grant. And it's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Here's Ball. Again, the Lakers.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Raymond Felton. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Shot from 12. And Adams sends it back. Here's Abrines. He's covered by Ingram. Grant outside. Here's Abrines. McGee with the block. Ingram with it. Pass to Kuzma. And Grant sends it back. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Los Angeles on D. They lead by 1. Here's Abrines. He's covered by Ingram. George double teamed. 4 on the clock. And Adams with the slam.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Here's Kuzma. Ingram outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George. First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there. He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Here's Abrines. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Here's the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
James, no good.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Schroeder against Ball. And that one's good. Schroeder. And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Here's James over George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for LeBron.
What a clutch performance. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
The drive by Schroeder. And it's the Lakers on the break. James wide open. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
Back to Ball. For 3. It's hauled in by Adams. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the feed to Grant. There's Schroeder. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot. Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Schroeder against Ball. Shoots from 14.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Always got to keep an eye on the ball. No pun intended. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A triple-double threat every game.
And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 2. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Here's Schroeder. It's off. This would tie it. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, you know, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.